Water is life, and in Grenada, rainfall is our primary source of fresh water. However, climate change has led to decreasing rainfall, while the demand for water rises due to growing agriculture, tourism, and urban development. The Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada GWAP project is responding by empowering citizens, particularly young people, to secure a resilient water future for the Tri-Island state. In 2022, GWAP partnered with Caritas, Grenada's Youth Emergency Action Committee, YEAC, an arm of the Catholic Church in Grenada. In a one-week intensive training, 12 young people gained valuable insights from local experts on how climate change impacts their communities. They explored rainfall data from the Meteorological Office, visited the National Water and Sewage Authority (NWASA) and other key institutions, and brainstormed solutions to tackle water crises locally and regionally, aiming to build climate and disaster resilience. After the training, 6 participants received a consultancy opportunity to become ambassadors for the project. This marked the launch of the GWAP Water Ambassadors Program, GWAP. The young ambassadors participated in further capacity building sessions. They engaged community members on the impacts of climate change on the water supply while learning about rainwater harvesting systems. With these new skills, the youth group surveyed approximately 100 residents in total from Jangle St. George, Croshoe St. Andrew, and Mount Craven St. Patrick. 5 residents were selected to receive rainwater harvesting systems based on a list of criteria the GWAP members developed. GWAP member Cavonna Baptiste has a better understanding of the climate change impact on water supply and how, as a citizen, she can help mitigate these effects.
The thing that piqued my interest was when Mr. Gilbert, Alan Gilbert, he came and spoke about the demand and supply of water. And then we heard about rainwater conservation, rainwater harvesting, and so forth. And I always knew about saving water with the drums and so forth, but I did not know the technical aspect about designing the systems and taking in consideration, the persons in the household, the area of the roofing and so forth. And so that just piqued my interest to go further into it. Back in the program, the members spoke about their issues in their community, and we had the advocacy plans. And so from there, we went into the communities, we did surveys and sampling, and we took in consideration the members in the household, vulnerability. We took into consideration persons that did not have access to the main system, and also just persons that were vulnerable.
Apart from the knowledge gained, Cavonna noted that the experience enhanced her social skills.
Initially, I was kind of shy going onto the field, but as I continued going out and interacting with the persons, understanding their situations, how they deal with water, it was different from my own story. You see some persons, they don't have access to water at all, and some depend on taps, the outdoor taps and so forth. I could have resonated with them. So I really enjoyed going out and learning their stories and being able to help them at the end of the day.
Supporting the GWAP efforts with technical and practical expertise were GWAP's Senior Technical Advisor Alan Gilbert and Land and Water Resources Management Consultant Trevor Thompson. Mr. Thompson commended the GWAP project for spearheading an initiative that fosters skill development and knowledge transfer among young people.
It was extremely rewarding, first because we had the transfer of knowledge to a new cohort of young people who I believe now is capable of have the capacity to go out and support rainwater harvesting initiatives across the island, from doing general site evaluations and assessments to to actually doing the calculations to determine what are the needs in terms of material and storage, etc.
Mr. Thompson encourages homeowners to seriously consider installing additional water storage systems to supplement their portable water supply.
Looking at the overall cost, it's not that expensive that families could afford it. I think what is important is that you have additional storage to be used in the event that there is a disaster or there is a drought or something happens with NAWASA supply that they can provide.
Before GCRU's project's interventions, the recipients struggled with inadequate water supply and limited storage facilities, particularly during extreme weather events like drought. This lack of access impacted their ability to perform simple everyday tasks for themselves and their families. Notably, 3 out of the 5 recipients were female-headed households. Each recipient received a 400-gallon water tank. The challenge of not having enough water is now a thing of the past. Beneficiary Samuel Paul from Croshu St. Andrew is elated about his new upgrade. As a senior citizen with no piped water to his home, Mr. Paul previously had to trek daily to the nearby standpipe to collect water for his household chores. With the installation of a rainwater harvesting tank right outside his door, fetching water is now an easier reach.
I don't agree with that, and I'm glad for that.
For Louise Herry of Jean-Anglais St. George, the installation of gutters and a 400-gallon tank has significantly eased the ongoing water challenges, and the system ensures a reliable water supply even during drier periods.
See, when I have my pipe yet, it's like my son are taking water for a whole year and months, and I was so glad, So I'm very glad and thankful.
Another beneficiary is Annette Lewis of Mount Craven St. Patrick. For her, this system could not have come at a better time.
I had a lot of challenge in getting the water, but since I got the tank, I haven't got any challenge anymore. I'm getting water every day now. It helped me very well because of the rain falling, and I'm getting water from the rain, so I have no challenge now for getting water.
Another recipient in the north of mainland Grenada is Lynette Scott of Mount Craven St. Patrick. Ensuring a sufficient water supply is crucial for her, especially as an elderly individual with limited mobility. Ms. Scott expressed her gratitude for their assistance, with her daughter-in-law, Verlin Whiteman, speaking about the previous water challenges they faced.
If the water stops in the pipe, we had to go to the river, which is very far. And then our daycare here does really affect me when you don't have water. Sometimes we just have to wait, let the water come back if we can't reach to the river. So I like to say thank you very much for coming and donate the tank so we could get water all day now.
The Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada GCRU's project is delighted to have positively impacted the lives of these citizens, who are now true water champions and symbols of climate resilience. Empowered by their training, these young GWAP members are now well-versed in sustainable water management, enabling them to make informed decisions for themselves and their communities. The GCRU's project urges all citizens and communities in Grenada to invest in water storage and rainwater harvesting systems, while adopting water conservation practices as part of their daily routines.